This story starts December 8th, 2012, when a man by the name of David Barajas and his two sons, David Barajas II and Caleb Barajas, all were trying to push their vehicle they were driving in as it had become disabled. And so they were really close to their home in Alvin, Texas. They had pushed the truck about 50 yards and again were attempting to push it back home. And that is when a drunk driver by the name of Jose Banda Jr., who was 20 years old, ended up crashing into the disabled pickup truck that, of course, the two boys were pushing while their father was, I believe, inside the truck, and ended up killing both boys. David Barajas II, he was 12 years old, and his brother Caleb, who was 11, both boys were killed. Seeing that both of his boys were now dead, David Barajas went back to his house, which again was, a couple hundred yards away from where their disabled pickup truck was, grabbed his gun and went back to the scene and ended up shooting the drunk driver, Jose Banda, in the head, killing him. So in a matter of a minute, David Barajas lost both of his sons to the drunk driver, but then the drunk driver also lost his life. And that is one reason why this case in general is got to be one of the more controversial cases, again, that I can think of. Now, again, David Barajas was arrested for killing the drunk driver, and he went to trial, and believe it or not, but David Barajas was found not guilty. He could have served potentially life in prison, but took the jury only 3 hours and they acquitted him. And he told the reporters after that, basically, that a weight has been lifted from his shoulders, but that he was still very hurt. Now, again, this is why, like I said, this is why this case is so controversial, because you have one side of the story, the Barajas family. David just lost his two sons who were trying to help him push the disabled pickup truck, and were struck and killed by this drunk driver. So he lost his two sons, which, again, I don't have any kids, but I can't imagine losing, two of my sons. That would just be beyond heartbreaking, to say the least. But then you have, of course, the Banda side of the story, where he obviously should not have been drinking and driving to begin with, period. If he wasn't drinking and driving, he wouldn't have killed the two Barajas boys. But again, he made an absolutely terrible mistake. And again, some of you might think that he deserved to die regardless. Yeah, just a very unusual but heartbreaking case all around. But anyway, guys, so we're here at the cemetery where both boys are buried. Now, I found where exactly they're buried, but it doesn't have their names. It just has pictures of them and like a cross. And I'm not sure entirely why they did that. Maybe to make it so the Banda family can't come over and, I don't know, maybe attempt to deface the Barajas boys' graves. Keeping that in mind, I'm not going to mention the cemetery where they're buried then, just to make sure that there's no random retaliation or anything. Yeah, it's a crazy case. Obviously, he went to trial and he was found not guilty, and so whatever your opinion is, if you think he should have done prison time for shooting and killing the guy who killed his two sons in a drunk driving accident, all I can say is just be civil in the comment section. Regardless, 3 people are now dead. I'm just glad I was able to get here and show you both of the boys, because again, they were just the innocent victims who literally were just helping their dad trying to push the truck. And so my opinion is, let's just remember the 2 Barajas boys, as they're the ones who, were just the young innocent kids who were trying to be helpful. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna head out of here. I have a lot more cases to do. I know there's not too much info about this case, but it's kind of one of those straightforward cases. So there's not like a ton of extra info. It's pretty much exactly what I said. If you're new around here, just make sure you subscribe and follow me on my journeys as I go around the country filming different infamous murders and cases, and of course showing you the victims' graves whenever possible. So anyway, thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Again, my name's Harmon. Take it easy.